And welcome to the first ever stream of New Hours. As you can tell by the light on me, sun's still up, even though it's cloudy as heck out right now. Yeah, not sure if I like it. Anyway, I don't know why, for some reason, for me, because everything going through the headset sounds louder than normal. Anyway, time to continue the Oracle's adventure. I was almost late actually starting the stream. And let me tell you. Okay, starting with humanity. Their light went up. Oh, looks like I'm facing Daniel. Danger awaited me along the road to the temple. However, my journey was not over yet. Aswell and his allies had to be taken care of, and quickly. The road to the temple was swarming with ascended warriors. They got here before us, but I can still sense the astral fissure. There's still time! We dispelled us, sir! Take Oracle and find the astral fissure! Sorry, but since he goes through the most, I always have to go, third. I nodded to Dion and Natalie. Grow and I sprinted toward the temple. We found our path blocked by Daniel. Our goal is just out of reach behind him. None shall interfere with Lord Aswell. On my life, I swear you will die by my hand. Yes, Mega Man hit with the sword. Yeah. Radiant! Graceful! Toby! Battle 2! Fight! You're on your knees! Graceful! Scatter! Cut for a cut. God. Aswell must have neglected to give you power. I don't need that hideous power. I wanted to remain beautiful, a human loved by Lord Aswell till the end. Daniel's weapon dropped to the lifeless fingers as he collapsed to the ground. The traitor has been eliminated. We must hurry. Death or glory? Huh, they expect me to fit level 50 as well with my level 39 Oracle. Yeah, they'll try. Girl and I climb the temple steps as fast as our legs will carry us. The final battle lay ahead. Set to reduce their health to a certain level. Better if I just killed them.
You are too late.
It cannot be.
The show is over. The curtain has fallen. Actually, no. It has just risen. Now begins the main act, to free humanity from fate's shackles!
Yeah, boy.
Soul Edge and SoulCalibur.
The first key is complete. Now I need only claim the other one. But before I do, I think you've worn out your welcome here, Grow.
You hold him off for a while. When I have dealt with these, I shall move in to offer support. Let us go!
Very professional. Alright, let's get this done. Get her done, son. Get her done. Damn, West Virginia, can't help it. Come on, come on, come on.
Fight!
You're finished! Scatter!
Join me. Do you really believe you can win?
Win or lose, I don't care. I'm here because I despise you. That's it! The rest is in your hands.
Fool. Have you abandoned all reason?
Gotta love the clipping.
Your soul surges in your body.
Investigations. We searched for Grohl and Aswell at the bottom of the ravine for hours upon hours, but no sign of either of them. Sir Grohl! I knew he was concealing something, but what? What other conclusion could there be? He is an outsider? But he despised outsiders. There has to be more than meets the eye. Perhaps. Still, remember our purpose, Dion. If he is indeed an outsider, I will not hesitate to strike him down. Now, somebody gets a vendetta over Curtis. You know, because, well, you'd have to play his main story to know. We must report in and request orders on how to proceed. Fortunately, one of our agents operates out of a nearby town. We will head there immediately. Might as well do this read along first. You again, it's been a while, hasn't it? The merchant belonging to the Korean peddler had told me about the Sungdo Zhang. A cheerful voice belonged to the Korean peddler that told me about the Sungdo Zhang. Are you here to see the temple, or test your skills? If so, I'd watch yourself, those warriors are no pushovers. Apparently, the peddler had developed a keen interest in spectating martial arts tournaments and traveled all the way to Europe in pursuit of his hobby. Those Janus areas are considered the best of the Ottoman Empire's military might, and their numbers say the Spartans are the cream of the crop. Seriously, I don't think the Spartans ever willingly fought for the Ottomans. They were originally captives of war, but here's the shocker. Recently, they gathered as much influence as any noble house. People say they owe a lot of their influence to the incredible military achievements of the Spartans. I can see what you're thinking. You could go around and do with them. Go on, go ahead, have some fun. The peddler grinned at me. I could not deny I was interested. If you're going up against them, make sure you give all the juicy details next time we meet. Take care now. With that, the peddler scurried off. I don't know why, but I had to give them that accent. Okay, looks like we're doing ruins of cone site in ancient city of Athens. However, a large, imposing shrine caught my attention. This is that one where I have to try to knock him out. Where's the area with the death count when I need it? Many ancient temples and shrines are dotted the rocky landscape of Greece. The Shrine of Eridice, said to have been built by the old gods themselves, is one of these. Since the shrine itself is beyond reach, I visited one of the ruined buildings made up the greater temple complex. Away the dignified beauty of a shrine atop a distant peak above me, I offered a solemn prayer. Strangely, I was beset about a dizziness. You have a most remarkable soul. Felt a voice reverberating within my mind, and I glanced around a bit nervously. Interesting. Can you hear my voice? I am Hephaestus, god of forge. Your soul, it's like molten iron, has yet to be given shape. Whether it's molded to darkness or light still remains to be seen. Hear me, Oracle. I have prepared a trial for you. Show me the true nature of your soul. With the last of Hephaestus' words ringing in my ears, a great light suddenly enveloped the statues of warriors around me. They groaned, surged forward, pointing their weapons at me.
Battle 1. Fight!
hate this thing.
Now lays here to rest. Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! What? Ha! Ta! Ha! Ta! 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 Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ti! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Huh? Huh! Absurd! Think again! Your fate is sealed! Ha! Ha! Ta! Ti! Ta! 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 It's time! Think again! Leave here! But how?
Battle 2. Fight!
Scatter!
Ring out!
Ha! Finally, got ring out.
Final battle. Fight! Ring out!
I am surprised I actually won that. I'd be doing this till Zero appeared. You have proven the purity of your heart, warrior. I grant you this boon. Take the divine object enshrined here. It belongs to you now. It was crafted by a master blacksmith, devout in worship and blessed by my hand. If one who's earned my favor wields it, they'd be granted immeasurable power. Of course, some who could not hear my voice have benefited from its divine power as well. I asked if I'd earned the god's favor. The god was silent for a few minutes before responding. I need a drink. You hold great potential within you, and that power will be needed someday. I will watch over you until that fateful day comes. With that, the voice faded as Hephaestus commanded, took up the blessed artifact, and left the shrine behind. Yes, Avidia's standard arms. I'm gonna fight the Janissaries. Nope. First, I'm gonna get this out of the way. When we arrived at the organization's hideout, we were greeted by a nervous Deval agent. Something wasn't right. After a short, hushed discussing, Natalie turned to me. We're leaving now, Oracle. The three of us hurried out of town. An astral fissure has been spotted just north of here. We'll need to deal with it before it can grow any more powerful. There's a bit test with locating Sir Grohl and Aswell. Let us make haste. Sir! Sir, sir! Nope, I want to fight the Janissaries. Well, Spartans. Taking on the world, the Spartans. So, it's time that we meet the Spartans. I had to do it. The request for a sparring match is accepted surprisingly easily at the shrine. Pleased though I was, it would not be an easy fight. You! Are you the one who wishes to test their mettle against us? 'Cause this is Sparta! A large soldier wearing an ornate helmet approached. When I showed him the pass I had bought from the temple, he shook his head. I don't care about that! Let's fight! Try not to die!
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished!
No way!
Leave here!
No way! Battle 2. Fight!
Scatter!
Oh, that was cheap.
Final battle. Fight!
You're finished! It's time! Kick again!
Bring up!
Seriously, right. Well, you sure showed me. Ha ha ha. I surrender. You got skill indeed. This is Sparta. The man threw down his weapons and laughed heartily. I'm nothing compared to our leader, though. If you're feeling up to it, you can have a word with him for you. How about it? If the leader really was that strong, I'd love to challenge him to a fight. Taking on the world, the captain. Time to meet yet another Spartan. Likely have crushing your guard. The return to the shrine, I was met by a Spartan captain. Despite his friendly demeanor, I could sense he was an extremely powerful warrior. When I returned to the temple, the soldier I fought was waiting for me. Hey! Good fight the other day! Nice to see you! This is Sparta! Hello there, traveler! I am captain of the Spartans! Because you know, this is Sparta! I've been told you're looking for a fight. Normally I'd pit you against our strongest warrior, Aeon, but he's on leave today. So I'm here in his stead. Wait, I didn't pay attention to that first time I did this mode. Aeon? That is the Lizard Man's real name. Seriously, I think his last name's like Kalkos. And Calchas was a Spartan warrior that was turned into a lizard man. And note, he, like Sophidia, had an oracle from Hephaestus to look for and destroy Soul Edge, but he ended up caught by the Fugel Sestimus and experimented on until he became the hideous creature known as the Lizard Man. Man, I should have paid more attention to this. Screenshotting. The captain readied himself to fight. He wore a simple metal helmet and breastplate. The casual way he held his weapon suggested that he didn't think me a serious opponent, and he had a menace to him that dwarfed the soldier I'd fought the other day. I know what you're thinking. This is not very fancy gear for a soldier, but simple and sturdy is our creed, 'cause this is Sparta. Now for the wrath of a Spartan!
Battle 1. Fight! Give it up yet? Perish!
But how?
Stop this! No match!
By the gods!
Give it up yet?
You're finished!
Stop this!
Damn.
You're no match! Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished!
Not over!
Hey!
Have a taste! Final battle! Fight!
You're finished! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Cease! Ta! Tia! Hey!
Incredible, I yield! Even though this is Sparta! The fight was close, and I sensed that you'd better quit me in a duel, it'd take a different turn. Spartan captain must have known that too. However, he took great pride in wearing the arms and armor of those who had once subjugated ancient Greece. Well, I never thought I'd see anyone beat the captain! 'Cause this is Sparta! My friend, the gods who watch over us are smiling down upon you too! Well, Oracle is a servant of many otherworldly gods. The proud soldier smiled broadly at me, their expressions honest and filled with joy.
Your soul surges in your body.
Actually, I need to go back to Kashgar. man, still can't frickin' use that stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy that one. Or wait a minute. Guys, I'm gonna do something despicable real quick. I'm using my high qualities through this. May this be the only mechanical or non-chemical interaction between Oracle and Hollow. A hammer to the metal, shield in honor. Face 3 mercs. Attempt to reclaim her family's honor status as royal smiths. Bolta helped to replicate her grandfather's swordsmithing techniques. Trip to the mountain near Fergana in the west was in order to get the necessary metal. Opponents' low attacks do more damage, but other attacks are weakened. Defeat them all. When I visited Bolta's workshop again, surprised to find her without her hammer in hand. Instead, she was intently examining a Chinese sword. Grandpa forged this a long time ago. Not expected to rust on it, even though it's mostly been sitting around all this time. I think he treated the surface as a special metal, but... Wait a sec, Oracle, good to see you. You're here to help me out, right? Then let me get you up to speed. Bolta straightened up and fixed her eyes on me. The expedition is a chance to restore my family's honor. See? We've been royal smiths for generations till mercenary Captain Asen offered my father a bribe. Gerald Fool punched him instead. Asen is a relative of the royal family, so my father barred from the palace. They took away the shield bearing the crest of the Sayed at first, giving our family mark our service to a royal family. It's treasure for us generations. If I win the expedition, I get that shield back. That's why this is so important to me. I have to reclaim the honor that was stripped from us. Bolta, out of breath from saying everything at once, handed me his sword she had staring at earlier. Plan to duplicate the sword's second round of inspection. According to my grandpa's notes, the metal used this found in the mountains west of here near Fergana. Mind coming with me? Like, do you have any other choice? After days of travel in the mountains, perilous even for surf-footed goats, we arrived at our destination. Never seen ore like that shines every color of the rainbow. Once I refine it, I'm sure it'll make rust-proof metal. Thanks for leading us to the stuff. We ought to have a time following you. But you found those rocks first. What will I spend my bonus pay on? You're at Sinskins, aren't you? Doesn't matter, you're dying here anyway. Hi. Come on, do this. Hits in the face! Right, I need to tell the Lord Smith about this deposit. That way no one will be able to monopolize it and everyone will reap the benefits. Bolta began putting large chunks of rock into our basket, then return trip promised to be even harder the way up. Something in Dhaka. Oh, more merchants of the wetlands. I'm getting tired of this shit. The bandits were making trouble again, so I hurried back to Dhaka, and I disembarked my ship. Someone called out to me. Maharshi informed me the bandits once again began harrying merchants near Dhaka. I returned to help at his request. As soon as I arrived ashore, a veiled woman tugged at my sleeve. It was Lila. Pleasure to see you again. Come with me. She had led me to an empty alley and began speaking in a hushed voice. I knew that Maharshi would send for you soon. You're here to drive away the bandits again, right? I have nothing to do with them anymore. One of my old allies hired new men, you see. Apparently our old methods were not satisfactory enough. I asked if she felt any loyalty to her past companions. She sniffed in disdain. Whatever I owed them was paid in full by my silence, and you had me at their mercy. Stealing from fat old merchants is nice on the spot, but robbing the poor, let alone killing them for no reason, it's not something I'd like to take part in. It's just bad for business. Do you believe me? I nodded, and the eyes peering from beyond the veil briefly widened. My, you're quite decisive. Listen, I'll say this only once. This former colleague is about to make a transaction of a lifetime. Everything is at stake. Goods will be coming through tomorrow. If they go missing, then there will be no more funds for banditry. I held my breath waiting to slash Lila's minions at the bottom of the boat near the sandbar. Once we heard the sound of the wagon wheels, we swiftly rolled ashore. Crash surprise sent from our quarry, spotted a merchant. The driver must have been Lila's old friend. There were many guards. They had little reason to believe they'd be attacked today, after all. Come on, surrender now if you don't want to get hurt. Otherwise, I'll send the Oracle after you. Damn that guy. Okay, next one.
Cease!
Haha, did you say you beat all those guards? You realize lost everything? Priceless! Lila laughed gaily as she sat in the driver's seat of the stolen wagon. She had finished. She glanced over at me. I am shocked you believed me, my soft-hearted friend. Inform Murahashi that there will be no more attacks. With that, she gave me a strong shove in the chest. I tumbled off the wagon onto the ground. Lila whipped her reins and sped away. If I could be trusted, the Nevergands would not return. The land route would be secure at last. She escaped the goods, after all, though in the end, she remained a step ahead of everyone else. And might as well do that one. I walked across the wild plain, fiery sun dripping towards the horizon. I hurried on, hopes of reaching the next town before dusk, but darkness came, no sign of habitation in sight. Shortly after nightfall, I spotted a campfire, sparked life ahead of me. Hey, oh hey there, fancy do you gain? The Korean peddler I'd met a number of times through my travels smiled up to me. I gave up reaching the town tonight. There's wolf stuff out here, and the town closes at gates come sundown. They'd rather watch a traveler get devoured in front of their gates and open them after nightfall. So please, stay the night and warm my fire. The soup's just about done. Have a bowl. I thanked the grifting peddler, then took a seat next to the fire. To be frank, I'm happy you're here. Any wolves show up, you can chase them off, won't you? In the distance, I heard howls of a wolf pack. Hey, interesting local legend, the wolves around here just ain't the fiercest you meet. There's us guarding the beasts of the city. Ever hear of the silver wolves of Wolfcron? Nah. They're coming to elite knights led by a young Hildegard herself. People say they even fought against the Asher Knight of Strasbourg. In that very kingdom of Wolfcron, it says over the mountains over there. Peddler clapped his hands together, remembering something. Of course, if you want to test your metal, you should head to the Royal Wolfcron Garrison. Silver Wolves are fighting the front lines. I hear the knights stationed there are the best thing in 1,000 miles. I'll tell you to get there in the morning. For now, it's late. You should grab some shut-eye. I'll kick you awake if the wolves attack. Luckily, the wolf left us alone that night, and I was able to get some rest before coming of dawn. Opening roads to Hidden Village Clan. Oh, Lisa Lot. Should need to check something out. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out another way. Damn, I got so many wikis bookmarked. To the one that used to be the head of admin. No, she's from Old Canon. I just don't remember where. Anyways, I couldn't get any thing done for that. I told you, the whole situation is rotten. A woman named Lisa Lot slurred instantly pounded the table. She was well into her cups. Hey, are you even listening? We need to build a highway through the forest. That's all. Thank you for your consideration. By the end of her first speech, she's sitting on the table, shouting to the entire room. Anyway, you're a doughty adventurer, right? Don't try to fool me. Lisa squatted down from her perch and peered in my eyes. Gotta tell the village chief about our plan. Come back at the end of the morning. Good night. Oh, the rantings of a drunk. Good morning. Time to have our discussion with the village chief. Without waiting for a response, she tugged my arm and led me to the chief's house. At least a lot, no matter how many times you ask, the answer is still the same. The village is fear the forest. It belongs to the Hidden Village clan. If you try to build a road through it, who knows what trouble may come. But without a road, the village is doomed. You know the trade the other villages will dry up because everyone's taking the long way around. The Hidden Village clan still exists, and as a scholar of the Krone family, it's my responsibility to negotiate with them. Chief, allow me to do my... That's right. I think I heard in some of Hildegard's backstories. Or Hilde. Hildegard von Krone, character introduced SoulCalibur IV. Joined Sophia as being one of the game's milks in SoulCalibur V, though SoulCalibur V sucks. Are you certain you're up to the task? Forgive me, but you're unable to ensure even your own safety? Don't worry, I made agreements this time. This doughty adventurer will escort me. Just letting the village chief both looked at me. I thought you were exaggerating. You told me this adventurer's skill, but she does look quite experienced. Very well, give you permission to try, but do take care. You know I will! Escorting a woman into the heart of a primeval forest, I got myself entangled in a strange business. Okay, images from the past. Berserker appeared from the astral fissure, from her voice causing Dion to falter. So we got closer to the astral fissure, Berserker appeared with a roar. Exterminate outsiders! Exterminate all outsiders! But what's... Well, is this one of our own? Are they stuck down by the cursed sword? It's no longer humans, but matters not. We'll exterminate any who've lost their immunity. Ready yourselves.
Battle 1. Fight!
Did not mean to get that up.
Battle 2. Fight!
It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Face me.
Wow, what's this? In the end, friend. You cannot remember that you were one of us. Sorry, sir. Dion, you know as well as I do that those creatures are no longer comrades. They are monsters possessed by a single unquenchable desire, mentally moaning empty words, illusions of the past, and a nightmare for those still living. Our purpose is to purchase if anything does not belong, like this astral fissure. Do not forget that. You're right. I reached for the astral fissure. Leon Natalie's eyes trained on me. Power flowed through my body. We are done. Time to head back to the town.
Your soul surges in your body.
Bad news and blades. Bad news was waiting for us when we returned. As well lived, it's possible anyone could have survived, but this was the truth. According to our intelligence, as well as meeting with his followers. He delivered his message to him. 2 months from now, when the moon is full, the ceremony shall save humanity will commence. His followers have already begun moving. They appear to be heading up to Australiansburg Castle, where the ceremony will take place. From what we have learned, the castle is located in a ley line. Serves as focus for spiritual energy. In 2 months' time, during the full moon, stars will align to the yearly high, and natural energies will reach their peak. Natalie fell silent, a grim look on her face. Next to her, Dion let a sigh. So it stepped to power the heavens and the earth. How could he survive? I thought man was an imposter at first, but this plan as was written all over it. Whoever's still alive, there's a hope for your girl. Spell such thoughts, Dion. Even if Grohl is still alive, it's likely he's become an outsider. We have no time to waste searching for him. Next we meet, we're most likely forced to kill him. The aim of this ceremony, as well spoke of, is to create the ultimate seed, and the situation is grim indeed. We must act without delay. I agree. To really get the pretenders with mechanisms to stop him from bringing about calamity. The only time we'll be able to locate Aswell for sure is when he's at Australiansburg Castle for the ceremony. So that is when we make our move. Natalie and I will return to headquarters prepared. Under no circumstances we demand you accompany us, but we're keeping an eye on you. However, we owe you much. So what you used to do, Oracle? There's yet no word of another astral fissure. We will be bummed. We're just for your help. We insist the battle gets Aswell, at least till the fissure's found. Afraid about what happens as I'll create the ultimate seed. I could also feel that I'd be fine without an astral fissure's power for some time yet. Slowly I nodded in assent. Thank you, Oracle. We are ready. We'll send a messenger. Till then, prepare well. As Dion Natalie disappeared from view, his voice spoke from behind me. They have finally left, I see. A moment ago, there's nothing. There stood Zaslamel. Do you believe you can defeat Aswell by cooperating with Aval? Remember Grawl, driven mad by the immense power of his manifestation, how even then he proved ineffective against Aswell. Zaslamel kissed his fist, shaking his head softly. Do not wish to say you cannot win. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There is indeed a way to defeat that lunatic. Oracle, we absorbed a multitude of astral fissures. I believe that you have gained strength to be able to resist the astral chaos. That strength is the key to victory. Despite being able to resist astral chaos influence, we no longer need to rely on this power. Ask Zaslamel if he knew the answer. That is correct. You no longer have reason to fear for your life. It seems you will still retain your ability to absorb astral fissures, though. Felt weight lift from my shoulders. However, Aswell is still a problem. I asked Zaslamel how I could defeat him. Listen very carefully. As you'll probably have heard, Aswell will be performing a ceremony soon. That means he has been able to create both cursed and spirit swords. However, they are still imitations, can only be destroyed by the true swords. Without them, Aswell's plan will end in ruin. Both the true spirit sword and the true cursed sword have disappeared from this world and are trapped in the astral chaos. It'd be possible to retrieve them both, but just one would be enough. Someone of your strength could reach the astral chaos and claim one of those true swords as your own, in theory at least. Thus Lamel pointed at me. However, there's something you still lack. Whichever sword you seek, you need to bind yourself to it to retrieve it from the astral chaos. Simply put, though you possess the power to retrieve the swords, you still lack the ability to find them. To strengthen your connection to the swords, you must do battle with those whose fates are already entangled with them. Fighting those with knowledge of the swords will strengthen your connection to them. Then, once you're bounded to the swords, you'll be able to summon one from the depths of the astral chaos. Know that when you call for a sword, the one that resembles your soul will appear. Until it is in your hands, it's unclear which sword will choose you. It's the only way to beat Aswell, only you can do it, but that does not mean your success will be guaranteed. And if you claim a sword, you may not have the power to wield it. Do not think for a second that Aswell will stand idly by while another plot is ruined. If Aswell is stronger than you, you will die. You'll need great pity to see your life taken away from you just as you've reclaimed it. I thought back to my conversation with the Natalie was ready now. I knew how to stop Aswell. Looked Aswell in the eye and nodded. Low odds or not, what other choice do I have? Go. By now you should be able to sense the true sword. Seek strong warriors linked to them. Link, here comes the time. Actually, I should look at the shop. Everything's still weaker than what I already have. I got two things I can do here. Must have appeared a long time ago. I ran into a young girl named Tira while walking along an old forest path. She spoke a strange matter, told me she was being followed. Ugh. Anybody ever hear that song Crazy Bitch? I think that girl Tira was based after it. Hello, computer difficulty. Okay, time to start. Walking around an old path through the forest, came across a large metal ring hanging from a tree branch. Intrigued, I moved closer. From above, I heard a gleeful voice. Hiya! Looking surface, I saw a slender young woman peering down at me, perched atop a branch. Never seen you before. You don't look like you were following us. I asked if she was alone up there. She ignored me and continued her monologue. You know, I was starting to get a little restless. She nimbly jumped down from the tree. Name's Tira. I'm so famished I could die. Have any snacks for me? Tira held her hands out. Took some bread from my pack and handed it to her. Thanks, you're the best. Just one more favor to ask, okay? Tira looked at me, brimming with anticipation. May I listen? As soon as I answered, a group of men showed up. Those guys were good. I noticed them until they were nearly upon me. We've been looking for you, Isrene Dorsel. The man spoke, appeared to be their leader. He sees the young lady, took her metal ring from the tree. No, stop it! He turned to leave, holding Tara captive, then called back to his associates. No witnesses.
Ready?
Ready?
Good thing I have enhancements on this thing that restore life. Nearly died. With my attackers defeated, I looked around for the man taking care of captive. He and his prisoner were no longer to be seen. As I searched the area, I noticed what appeared to be a trail of breadcrumbs? Lost little bird following breadcrumbs. Not flecked moonlight broke through the tangle of branches overhead as I made my way through the dark forest, following Tira's trail of breadcrumbs. I should reached a clearing where I found the ruins of a castle. Followed the trail through the trees deeper into the forest. Was this Tira's doing? Before long, an old half-collapsed castle came into view. The trail of breadcrumbs led right to it. Crept towards the castle, scanning the area for danger, spied several sentries, all of them dressed like the man who had taken Tira. From what I could see, these sentries demanded a password to enter a castle, for such a place is guarded extremely heavily. If I got closer, I could get a password. Triggering someone's lips, it was worth a shot. Suddenly, a piercing scream came from inside the castle. Two folks discovering the password. I stumbled surprised down a hard branch. Blast snap crackled through the air, and when the sentries caught sight of me. Oi! You! What do you think you're doing?
Battle 1. Fight!
Not over!
Battle 2. Fight!
It's time!
Watch closely.
It's time! Be gone! Freeze here! Crumble! Cease!
Luckily, I had drawn the attention of anyone else. After I subdued the sentry, I demanded he tell me everything he knew. They don't tell me nothing. I'm just one of the passage's hired lackeys. What brings you here? Revenge? Did they kill your family something, or are you being offered a pretty penny to take them down? It doesn't matter, I guess. This is just one hideout of many. Whoever you're after probably ain't even here. The castle's hideout for group assassins versus a passage, which means that scream I heard. I knocked the sentry unconscious, tied him up, and rolled him into a thicket. I had to sneak into the castle without being seen. A bird death rings out. The castle is on the verge of the passage's lairs, but only silence filled the gloomy hall. Something was not right. Fresh blood-stained corpses scattered throughout the castle. All had been disfigured in the same way, their eyes gouged out, strange symbols carved on their flesh. The gruesome sight and loathsome stench made me recall the scream. Was Tira okay? I climbed the staircase, proceeding further into the castle until I eventually reached a large hall. I could hear someone muttering nearby. The source of the sound became clear. Tied to the chair covered in blood was the man who had taken Tira, likely leader of the birds of Passage base. He's on the verge of death, like cadavers decorating on castle's halls. His eyes had been gouged out, his head threshed wildly, and he wailed in agony. Yeah, someone there! I remained silent and continued. Must have thought I was one of his own. Listen, report to Aperitrix, whoever it is. Innocent Dorsal sheep. Innocent Dorsal? That name sounds familiar. Ison Dorsal? Isurni? Eastern? Ah, forget it. Ever since she's evil seed to escape, she's been hiding in Eastern Europe. Though she's changed her name, she feigns normality. The same blood boils inside her. The man began to speak fiercely, as though consumed by fear. The blood of the butcher of human flesh. She tore her false family into pieces. She's come back to. She must be caged again. No, her false name is T. Before he could finish, a giant metal hoop dropped from above and cleaved him in two. His corpse slid to the floor, blood-soaked disc protruding from the ground next to it. I've seen that weapon before. You took ages. I've been waiting for you. Tira stood down. Darkness could claim her weapon. Unaffected by sight of the corpse, she looked at me and tilted her head. Remember how I said another favor to ask you? Want to hear it? Sure. You're hilarious. Okay, listen up. You're gonna die. I'm gonna dye you red.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! Wait here! Let's show! Scatter! Pathetic! Hey now! You're finished!
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Cease!
Oh, thanks, Jackal. I'm surprised you made it to the stream, buddy. And only just over an hour late. Looking at me as though nothing happened, Tira spun a ring and launched another attack. Seriously, you missed a few good fights and a cutscene. I'm not done playing with you yet! Yeah, show me the color of your blood. I just parried her blade in time. Moments were difficult to predict, as though it was being controlled by more than just one person. What part of me do I when we get a job first? Gotta be your eyes, right? Who cares? I'll chop you into teeny pieces. Tira spoke through two personalities fighting control of her mind. Was she possessed or was she just mad? Whatever the case, didn't do something quickly. Tira being overwhelmed, I held up and slept back in. I slid back to the room. Here, one with the wall is partially collapsed. Ah, man, you're about the only visitor, but okay, I can't make you stay here. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave. What's up, little mousey? No restaurant? Time for Kitty to pounce on her prey! She flew towards me, and her blade somehow deflected her attack. You're really starting to annoy me. It's okay, bro. Thanks for even stopping by. Changed the hours hoping that you'd have more time, but hey, different time zone, different stuff to do. Who knows, you might be able to stop back later. It all depends on timing. This does end at 9 EST. So if you happen to not be busy and home by then, stop back by. Till then, man, see ya, and thanks for attending. Once your embedded ring crumbled and fell, dragged along the force of her momentum, she went down too. Terrified she might still be alive, I approached the gap, peered down, neither Tira or weapon was anywhere to be seen. All I could make is a single black feather falling gently into the debris. Yeah, I know, man.
Your soul surges in your body.
Well, yeah, you gotta take time for the kiddos. But yeah, man, technically the stream got another hour and 14 minutes before it ends, so if you're not busy before then, you can stop by whenever you'd like. Okay, man, take care of the kiddos. And you don't have to tell them this, but Uncle Mario says hi. Finally, open ring roads, deal with the ancients. Too bad Jack wants to leave. We're meeting elves. Lancelot explained that the beacon had kept lit for a week in order to make contact with the Hidden Village clan on the 8th day. Went deeper and deeper into the trees, feeling eyes on us all the while. At last, the trees broke into a wide clearing. As the center was a giant stone carved with decorative symbols. Oh, here we are! That's the ancient's altar! What I've been looking for. Let's put this at the top and... The sled portal will power the altar and set it alight, sending foul-smelling purplish smoke into the air. According to the marvelous old text passed down through the Corone family, speaking will summon the Hidden Village clan after 7 days have passed. You need to keep the fire going until they show up, so we'll take turns tending it. Well, it's been 7 days. Let's keep the fire. How long do you tend to linger here? Eek! A young man standing behind Lancelot likely gazed as we followed his time. His clothing was not similar to the villages nearby. Where did you come from? Are you lost by any chance? I am Omid, warrior of the Hidden Village. Why are you trespassing in our forest? You're from the Hidden Clan Forest. Hey, seriously? Judging his appearance alone, are you? I can see why the elders hate outsiders so much. You summon your senior, yet you dare doubt me? I was wondering who the senior was. Lancelot spoke again. as I think about it, the text did mention that the people of the Hidden Village clan had extremely long lifespans. So forgive me, Sir Elmid. I do not deign to speak with pitiful fools. If you'll not leave on your own, then I will drive you away by force. Yep, time for the Oracle to fight an elf. Well, it's finally starting to get dark.
Fight!
You're finished!
Oh, you got me. You're so strong. As he looked on, perplexed by his obviously feigned defeat, he whispered to us. Play along, the elders are watching. We come to see you in peace. We only wish permission to pass through the forest, maintain trade with other villages. We promise not to disturb you, so please permit this. Let's let deliver speech to the forest, and spoke again. Listen, everyone, they are strong and they followed the laws for a full week. Don't they deserve at least this? Ahmed's voice swallowed by silence among the trees. Before long, an arrow shot out from the shadows and landed at least Let's feet. Eek! Oh, there's no attached. See, provide 1 sack of sugar each new moon as tribute, and those who have been granted permission may pass. Outsiders may not speak to the people of Hidden Village clan. Very well, it's a deal. There's a way being built, life in the village would soon improve. I'm gonna take this moment to use the bathroom. Right. Swords the wind, misfits. Walking along a meadow road, encountered a group of young delinquents attacking a merchant's horse and cart. The brigands, supposedly part of an infamous gang of thieves. Only metal attacks are effective? Okay. I'm gonna take this real quick. Hello? I'm doing fine, however, just because my back blew up last night. Yeah, but last time I actually tried it for free, I forgot about it and then got pulling the larger one. That's the only reason why I'm uploading it now. Look, I'm really grateful about the offer, but I'd like to decline, please. Me too, man. Bye. Ah. My frickin' internet provider trying to get me to get their stupid streaming service. I don't want the frickin' Spectrum streaming service, man. Like, last time I had it, I forgot about it and frickin' ended up in all kinds of debt with Spectrum. The only reason I still have this, guys, is because their internet's better than AT&T's. It looked as though there was trouble on the road up ahead. As I got closer, I noticed two young men attempting to pull what appeared to be a merchant from his carriage. What are you doing? Stop! We recognize this crusty royal lapdog. You're bleeding us dry and getting fat. What you take from us? Because you filthy merchants and aristocrats, we commoners don't even have enough money for food. But you know, we are reasonable people. You leave this carriage and your cargo here, and we'll let you escape with your life. How dare you, little thugs? Who do you think I... Yeah. Shut your trap, you dirty Moisa. Enraged, the two knocked the merchant unconscious, so I decided to intervene. I stepped in front of the two men. What, you here to save this guy or something? In that case, you're an enemy of Swaziland. Swaziland? Man, forget it. They should forget about it. Forget about it.
Fight! Here we go!
Judo! Scatter!
Two men call themselves members of the Swaziland. Quite a fight, but in the end, civil incapacitated them. I contemplated what to do with them. I was approached by a group of 3 people. Sorry to trouble you, but you might hand those 2 fools over to us. Likely later, the group, a young woman spoke forward and introduced herself. My name is Salia. These 2 men are former comrades of mine. After leaving our group, they've been causing trouble and sullying the good name of Swaziland. We came here to put an end to that. They're idiots, that's for sure, but I put no blame to blame for not keeping a tighter leash on them. I intend to take them back to ensure they get a proper punishment. So, wouldn't mind. I agreed to the young woman's passionate plea and stepped away from the 2 men. Thank you, apologize for the trouble they've caused you. Curious what kind of group Swaziland was. When I asked the young woman, she quickly looked away. Gratefully, you didn't take the lives of these men, but our group is a separate matter altogether. If you truly want to know about us, then you have to come to our headquarters. The woman proceeded to tell me the location of the group's base operations and carried away the two unconscious men. Okay, blood and fate. Having accepted requests from the Wolf Crone army to take out the remaining members of Covenant Shield, I found myself facing a woman named Ivy who had a deep, complicated connection to the group. My sword whispered, "Someone is near. I suppose that was you." Just yesterday I accepted a job from an army of Wolf Crone, a small nation between the Holy Roman Empire and the Kingdom of France. They wanted me to hunt down remnants of the Covenant Shield. Among my orders, I found a document describing a woman wielding a strange sword. Apparently she called herself Ivy. So Wolf Crone is moving against stragglers of the Alfacid Trust, I see. They're certainly wasting no time, and you must be a bounty hunter hired to deal with me. I have several ties to Night and Demons, and again I doubt you'll accept that, or my past transgressions would be forgiven so easily. Stared in silence as she smirked. Suppose it's the fate of those who dance with Soul Edge's tune. Very well, Hunter, claim your prize, if you can. It's okay, in SoulCalibur VI, she was the most scantily clad character in a fighting game I've ever seen.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! Scream, Bunny! Scatter! Behave! Behave! How? Scatter! But how? Predictable! Beg for mercy!
Yeah. Lost to a kick to the shin.
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished!
I'll make you submit!
Leave here! It's time! Not over! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Cease!
I'll make you submit!
Leave here! You're finished! Scatter!
Know your place!
Damn.
Futile!
What a for?
Your fate is sealed!
She's known Soul Charge attacks.
I've had
Final
enough
battle.
of this!
Fight!
Enslave! submit.
Well, looks like Oracle's about to be
Enjoy
stripped.
your treat. Give it up already. Come on now.
Perish! Observe! My power!
I'll make you submit.
No, no.
Scream on it.
Damn it, just finally got my soul charge.
The
I
soul
paid more
of the
attention before
warrior now
fighting.
lays
You know,
here
when to
to
get to
rest.
fight. Well, I know what to do.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! Yeah.
Submit. Be gone.
Leave here!
Know your place.
Show!
What a for?
Your fate is sealed! Scatter!
Could barely get my soul charge.
Time is over.
Fight!
Behave. Shut up. I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. I'll make you submit.
Twice!
Enjoy your treat. You missed your chance for mercy.
Final battle! Fight!
Your fate is sealed! Leave here!
Know your place.
It's time! Scatter! Leave here!
Know your place.
Your fate is sealed! Scatter!
I was gonna lose at that time. Yeah, this damn curse upon me. Perhaps death will be a sweet release. Avery is desperate, and desperate people do dangerous things. Watch her warily. Suddenly her sword transforms into some kind of whip coiled around her as if a mind of its own, shielding its master. But it was this anguish I saw Ivy during our fight. How could her sword wreathe like a living thing? Who exactly is this woman? Well, it certainly clung to my heart. I couldn't bring myself to strike her down. I lowered my weapon, choosing words over weapons this day. I'm gonna ask her about that outfit. This I designed it myself. It allows me to communicate quickly with my blade and control it, whether it's a sword or a whip. Though I'd never thought deeply on why, though, to be honest. Blood of pure sword flows through my body and blade, binding us as one, my face tied to his... Whatever, we know you're an exhibitionist, Ivy. Dang, I get so mad I can't even remember the word. Ivy stared at her sword, her eyes intense. She spoke of it as her partner. I pondered how to respond. Felt the earth tremble below me. Ivy raised her head. A cloud of dust rose in distance. Large number of mounted soldiers were heading for us. Carrying the flag of Wolfcrone. That young region is really determined to sweep every last mouth vested from Wolfcrone's soil. Ivy's blade eagerly spun her will, curling back to a solid sword. No more denying the truth. If half of me still wishes to defy fate, the other half of me must endure it. With that, Ivy turned and sauntered away. She walked with poise, dignity, a haughty, and a loaf queen beyond approach.
Your soul surges in your body.
The Deep Ravine. As wandered through a forest, stumbled across a deep ravine, the area around it littered with signs of a bloody battle. Space lizard man, another lizard man, two cult priests. As I walked through the thick forest surrounding Ostransburg Castle, I came across a seemingly bottomless chasm. Walking alongside, I found traces of battle. Fallen trees, churned earth, and corpses of lizardmen. I continued inside. Fighting grew fiercer. What could happen here? I heard voices not too far away. This must be a piece of Astaroth. We must take to think this could have happened to that brute. No, we may never create a golem as perfect as he again. But at the very least, we must find his divine core and bring it back with us. Peering from behind a tree, I spied two priests examining the ground. Two lizardmen accompanied him, most likely comrades of the corpses I'd seen. Suddenly, lizardmen screeched in my direction. I then spotted. Who goes there?
It's time. Be gone. Freeze here. Crumble. face!
I looked at what the priest had been examining, a bluish arm to be a human's covered in unusual cracks. Nearby, a large axe was embedded in a tree. I could have seen this monster. Suddenly, an urge to check the ravine overwhelmed me. Looking down, I saw something white snagged against the cliff's wall below. Straining my eyes, saw was tattered white cloth covered in blood. I realized I was looking at Maxie's jacket. So I leaned forward to see if I could spot Maxie herself, and Melissa's presence approached me from behind. Then I realized I was under attack. It was too late. Something pushed me from behind. I plummeted down in rocky depths. Last thing I remember was seeing a bloody lizard man at the ravine's lips, screeching victoriously. When I opened my eyes, I found myself in a dimly lit cave, a rolling river, the river, and the crackling of a fire filled the air. Enjoy your sleep. You know, I could catch a lot of fish here, but you're the second person I've hooked now. I turned my head towards the voice, saw an old man sitting by a campfire. He wore unusual clothing, religious paraphernalia is hanging from his waist. Apparently he's a shaman and a cleric of some sort. The river flows from the base of a mountain short distance from here. That's where you washed in from. I looked you over and you seem to be no major injuries. How do you feel? I told him I was fine and thanked him. I asked him the person he found. He discovered a badly wounded man not long ago. His injury was so severe he'd lost the use of his limbs. Realizing he needed specialized help, the old man took him to a doctor in a village short distance away. Never had to receive word if the injured man had awoken. For now, he needs to rest more than anything. I have a feeling he'll wake up and walk the village's own feet. It'd be wise you give him some time to recover. Gentle words hanging his ear, the old man made his way out of the cave. Oh, come on! They didn't allow you to frickin' at least see if the unconscious man was your friend? I'll pay the fee. Swarzwind, Salia, and Lando. Traveled to the Black Forest in search of Swarzwind's hideout. Eventually came across an old castle lit by torchlight. What kind of group would hold themselves in a place like this, and why? I could see the lights shining through the trees from deep within the forest. It appeared though the information received earlier about the location of the Swarzwind base could be trusted after all. Several young people gathered from what looked to be the headquarters. As I approached the building, paying no mind to frosty stairs and sentries, I went upon a tall man seated wine barrel entrance. Who the hell are you? I told the man about my encounter with Celia, as he instructed me to come here. Oh, so you're the one who stopped those two clowns. Glad you came. My name's Landau. We're looking forward to you joining us. I'd seen the man misunderstood the reason for my coming and tried to ask him what he meant by joining. He quickly set up. Alright, chumps, let's give her the usual treatment.
Scatter!
Phew, you're pretty good. You're almost as good as I am. Only Siegfried's ever bested me. We could really use someone like you! It appeared to be some sort of crude initiation. I was about to explain to him that he was mistaken about my roots coming here when I heard a voice call up from afar. Landau, what do you think you're doing? This person is not a new recruit! Huh? But you said the other day you found a good one. This is her right? I mean, she's really strong. All I said was that it'd be nice if she joined us. Never said she was actually going to. Huh, so that's what you meant. Oh, sorry for putting you through that then. Sorry that another member of our group has caused you more trouble. I told her that I didn't mind, and once again asked her about the Swarsland. Swarsland is a group of like-minded individuals gathered under the banner of our commander Siegfried. Truthfully, Truthfully, at first we were little more than a band of thieves and misfits meddled in affairs of the corrupt aristocrats and merchants who had a stranglehold in population. One night in the cover of darkness, Swarzland attacked a group of knights returning from a long campaign. Siegfried led the charge, overwhelmed their commander, and slew him. As the heavens were celebrating his victory, the moonlight shone to face the man triumphantly killed. That commander was none other than Siegfried's long-lost father. The realization that he murdered his own father destroyed Siegfried. After that, he disappeared. And we still don't know where he is. I can still hear the grief-stricken screams he let out that night. But I believe he'll return someday, and it's important for us to be there for him when he does. Because without us, he would have no one to return to. That's why we're working as mercenaries for the people here. Of course we'll still operate in this Switzerland. Zalia's filling in as our leader while Siegfried is away. But leading that kind of life can be pretty boring at times. Some members go off and do their own thing. That's why we thought it'd be nice if you joined us, you know, as a way to raise group morale. I told them that I was honored to turn them down as a quest of my own. Just let you know, the reason we told you about our base here, because we know you're strong and we feel like we trust you. We thought we would show you this place and invite you to join us after telling you more of our group. Let's complete the quest round. Please come back. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah, you're always welcome here. Said I can't even remember which voices I used. Really?
Stands in your way.
Made it leap from nowhere, blocking my path. Another bandit!
Your soul surges in your body.
Another level 39 weapon. And I acquired that dude as a merc, yay. Yes. I'm gonna do that bounty for scoundrels real quick. Set to request to eliminate a black guard who's traveling the area. Apparently the bird defeat a large number of mercenaries bounty hunters. Same thing as the Spartan. High chance of crushing my guard, really?
gonna hurt!
Battle 2. Fight! Battle 3. Fight!
I can feel it! Poor baby!
Oh, he's dead now.
You're finished. Sleep here.
You idiot!
Perish.
Did not mean to do that. Definitely did not mean to do that. See, I am gonna freaking swap characters to infuse stuff into another weapon real quick. These are set 2B weapons. This time I started another style. Can always buy another high quality. Besides, I've used 2B's weapons before. Need to be from Neor Atonica, whatever it is. The guest character in this game. Visitor runs of an old port-town pursued a rumor of the evil sea. There I found a man who had saved me once before. The rumors were true. The port was abandoned. No signs of life could be seen among the empty shells of buildings and ruined docks. Something drew me to search the desolate streets. I walked several minutes till I reached an open area, and standing there was Assalamel. Should have known you would appear. Get the rumors of the cursed sword and evil seed reached you. Very well, I shall speak it, but first... Assalamel lifted his hand, gesturing to rooms around us. Where I could see nothing, now noticed twisted creatures skulking the shadows. The color of their skin, their movements, certainly not human. While ghostly cries, they raised their weapons and shambled towards us. Those beings are bound here by evil that corrupts this place, to feed on the souls of those drawn here by rumors, and raise their fallen victims new members of their foul horde. And now they wish to feed on you. I want to use 2B's moves, so I have got to practice. Don't forget she's only the latest DLC character. We should put Amy in the game. Come on.
Fight!
Initiating program.
Die! Cease!
Let's destroy the twisted creatures hunting me. Zasma going to speak as though nothing had happened. Around 30 years ago, the cursed sword slept in this very place. This was also where the pirate Cervantes' base of operations, whence he came into possession of the sword. The Cervantes' days were numbered. The blade was shattered by a Grecian warrior blessed by the god, Sophidia. Unbeknownst to her, she had only destroyed half the cursed sword. How? Because with Cervantes' owner's sword had become one of a pair. Soul Edge transforms itself to fit the character of the one who wields it. Cervantes used a pair of swords in battle, and the cursed sword happily split in two to better serve him. That changed the very destiny of the sword. The desolate town, poisoned by sword's influence, gave Zaslavel's words an extra weight. Where we stand now, in this very spot, the young swordsman Siegfried claimed the remaining sword. When he did, evil seed sprang forth. It is yet unclear what created the evil seed, why some such as you were affected. It is clear, however, that the fates of many were changed, resulting in the world as we know it. Fate deals its hand without prejudice. Decimal's voice slowly quieted until the last he was silent. After a few moments of contemplation, he looked up at me. Enough talking, there's nothing here for you now. The thing that will change your fate. What is Zaslavel doing here? No idea. Perhaps like me, he faced an inescapable fate. Footsteps, the sorcerer. I entered the tavern after the sun had set. The place was loud and lively. A table of tipsy young folk playing cards. Wizened old lady nursed a mug. Barmaid giggled with a customer. What caught my eye was a well-built fellow at the end of the counter, drinking silently. He surveyed the room, occasional smile foaming on his lips. Though I made my way to the wrong people to the counter while I was waiting for my drink, the man slipped up to me and began to speak. evening. You're different sort, aren't you? It seemed that the man had noticed me too. Asked him what he meant by different sort, and he smiled. My hobby's people watching, you see. So I get a kick finding people like yourself who are a little, well, unusual, shall we say. I pulled back, not wanting to involve this shady character, but he carried on talking regardless. I met another different sort the other day, a white-haired fellow with strange golden eyes. He was covered in scars, thought he might have been a rough sort. Turns out he wasn't bad folk. Interesting the matter with it. Said he's looking for a sorcerer. He wanted to know if there's any of that sort. Well, I told him about the old lady across the river, one who knows a thing or two about medicine, you know, the Witch of the Oak. He came back the next day, he wasn't happy, he said, damn it, don't need some old hag who can lance a boil. Need someone who can open a gate. Or knows someone who can. Tell me where to find them. The cheek. Apparently, the white-haired man shrugged and left, found no answers. So, you know, as a person of a different sort yourself, what do you think that guy's deal was? He's from World of Magic. Ha ha! I like the way you think. Sides, I can see it certainly was funny enough, that one. But whatever he was, he looked real serious, like he never had a laugh in his life. The man suddenly remembers something, pointing table card players. He told me he had his card games raised for him too. Asked me what sort of rules we play by here. Boy, he was clever. Picked the game up in seconds, cleaned me out of a twinkling too. It's really like magic. Ha ha! The man continued to talk for hours, flitting the room from topic to topic, seemingly no intention of stopping. Fading light. Search for a sword name of a mansion in British Empire came up time and again. Perhaps I could find some clues here. That might have set off. I heard rumors of a place in the British Empire that might have something to do with the cursed sword. By right, I found the ruined mansion. I have curiosity knocked before entering seemingly abandoned building. Inside, I found an old portrait on the wall, furniture covered in dust. Reached the central courtyard, I heard footsteps. What do we have here? A guest? Nurse along, your friend Lord Valentine may inquire as to your name. The man spoke politely, had a dangerous air about him. I gave my name, careful to not take my eyes off him. Oh, I'm surprisingly candid of you. My name is Fiddler. Since you come all this way, I feel I should tell you a bit about the place. It's once the state of renowned merchant noble, Lord Valentine. See the crest? It once stored in prows of merchant galleons in harbors from London to Venice and the world beyond. He was brilliant, sadly grew erratic not long after his research into the alchemical arts. His wits faded, his obsession something called soul age grew. He squandered his fortune, died of sickness along with his beloved wife, and now, yourself, see, became one of his legacy. He had an exceptionally beautiful young daughter, but no one knows what became of her. Some say his madness transformed itself into his daughter's curse. Anyway, I believe amused myself along the note. Miser, be a dear and help me flank this fool. I turned my shoulder, shocked to see a woman dressed in Eastern garb standing right behind me. It looked like this filler had been buying time for until his partner showed up. So you know, Miser was actually an extra character in SoulCalibur III. Represented the kunai and katana style. Not kunai, but katana shuriken. Why did I get ninja tools mixed up? Anyway. Occasionally she'll be like an extra created character within SoulCalibur games with some kind of circular object on her back. You're curly as ever, Fiddler, but you were wise to wait for me. You see, friend, this is not what you call it, secret base. Yeah, sounds right. No, seeing us, we can't let you leave alive. You face number 8, Fiddler, the Butcher, now. And that's number 5, the Breaker. Let's do this.
Hey!
Eternal beauty! You wish!
I knew it. This one have gear on her back.
Initiating program.
Die! Cease!
Not bad, impressive alone against both of us. Although I managed to hold off their attacks thus far, the two were clearly skilled fighters. Considering how to make my escape, a shout rang out from somewhere in the house. Hey, stop playing around, you idiots! Number 3's almost back! Man wielding a light giant axe appeared in the window at the top of the mansion. Next to him stood a crafty-looking old man with a monocle. Your shot comes back and sees us held off by this peon. He'll kill us for sure! Bilk, Reed, lend us a hand if you please! There's no way I'd survive. My opponent's numbers grew further. I made a split-second decision and bolted for the exit. How long I ran, I do not know. Didn't appear as being pursued. I thought it was wise not to stop till I was far, far away. Don't know who these people in the mansion were, but they were too good to be mere thieves or bandits. Now they knew my face, my name, it'd be best interest never go near that place again. Wonder what happened to them when Ivy came back to do research. We're running for scoundrels. Might as well look over at a whole map. Another search of strength. I'll be back. Right. Now do the Thomas bit. Did Thomas ever find trouble, or did trouble find him? Either way, he was now arguing with a wool dealer. It's maybe when we stopped the hub of maritime trade that was Amsterdam, I heard what sounded like altercation in the distance. I drew closer to find a young man I recognized well and exchanged a few choice words with the wool dealer. I'll have you know, this is the finest wool around. You mean to tell me you can't even pay half of what we agreed on? Why? Silence, you swindler. You know how cheap this stuff is? I've got tons of it sitting in my warehouses. I heard that textile manufacturers are abandoning the country in droves to escape the fighting. Sausage dealer's customers are all fled and he was trying to renege on his contract with Thomas. Just give me the goods and get the hell out of here if you want to live to see tomorrow. Huh, man, Thomas is getting his ass kicked. Dealer knocked Thomas down and drew his weapon. I should probably save him.
Battle 1. Fight! Take this! Sword! Ready!
Scatter!
Battle 2. Fight!
My conventional negotiation tactic helped me convince the large man to purchase Thomas's cargo, though the price is still lower than originally agreed upon. Phew, you really helped me up in buying there, friend. I traveled all this way to that cargo and was about to be cheated. You know, I came here to raise funds for my newest business venture. Looks like I ended up losing loads of money instead. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, I have something for you. Let's see, here it is. He took a bundle out of his bag and handed it to me. Please accept this token of my gratitude for all the investments you've made in me. I wouldn't be here for you. Well, now that's out of the way. I've got a favor of a lifetime to ask of you. See, I wanted to keep undertaking new adventures. Now, seeing all the known world has to offer, everywhere I go just bores me. So I'm going to sail the ocean, discovering new sea routes and findings no one's ever dreamed existed. Doing so comes at a hefty cost. Even English famed explorers were funded by the crown, but you know, I'd have to get things started, so friend, care to give me one final push in the right direction? Dude keeps bleeding me dry. Are you sure about this? Thank you, friend. I promise this will lead to good things. Only lead to good things.
Your soul surges in your body.
Alright, now back to the story. Simpson's first sword. Shang-Hua. Seeking those linked to two swords made way nearby aggressive plane for some reason. I was picking up two separate auras. Oh, that's right, she no longer has her... I forget which Yuga it was one of the Yugas, because when she had turned out to be SoulCalibur. Concentrated since two powerful warriors linked swords destined nearby. Thank you, see you, Oracle. Your journey's been a long one, it seems. Long too, it seems. Wow, it's been a while. How are you doing? Explain the wish to fight them in order to obtain power to stop a great disaster. They look surprised. You believe duel will grant you power? I confess, I do not fully understand. But on earth did you know to find us? I hesitated about my new power, so I told them I had simply overheard rumors of their whereabouts. Unless you came all this way, did I turn down a sparring match? Me neither. Do you both know each other? Strong one step forward. Well, I'm first.
another! Scatter!
And I swear, I keep expecting her to go for Keon.
Go!
Initiating program.
Die! Cease! I won't hold back!
3. Fight!
Go!
Initiating program.
Overstrong! Die! Cease!
Final laser.
Had to do it. First Xianghua awoken memories of deadly battle and for control of Soul Edge. Phew, you just keep getting stronger, don't you? Thought I'd gotten pretty good myself, but I guess not good enough. Now it's my turn. Promise to meet again. You can see the strength transformation bring Keelik's eyes. What happened to him in his journey? My mindful questions are already my weapon. Are you ready? Then let's begin. I love these freaking SoulCalibur games.
Battle 1. Fight!
Perish! Fight me with all your might!
Battle 2. Fight!
I'm ready! Go!
Firing laser. Maximum output.
Stay down!
Coordinate set. Activating wave. Executing support program. Laser.
Go!
Laser.
I feel my spirit surging!
Fight!
Figures, fucking ring out.
Battle 4. Fight!
Firing laser. Maximum output.
It must be done!
No, 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 no!
Final battle.
Alert. Mission timer nearing expiration.
Go!
Let's go! Leave here! Pathetic!
Go!
Initiating program.
Die! Great card!
Firing laser. Maximum output.
Take it with me, Ed.
Activating spear. Spear. Leg.
Bullseye!
actually played newer Atomica. If I had to kill a quick in memories of a deadly battle of Soul Edge. I thanked them both and asked where Maxie was. Their smiles faded. Get separated during fierce battle. I took on a powerful enemy alone so that we could escape. When we went back for him, all we found were his nunchaku. Maxie's tough. I'm sure he's fine. But if you hear any rumors, let us know, okay? I assured her that I would. Oracle not ask about this disaster you're trying to prevent or your new power. Allow me to say I hope you succeed in your mission. Keep on fighting, don't give up! After seeing them off, I moved to search my next target. I need to strengthen my bond to the swords.
Your soul surges in your body.
Well, to be honest, there's only like 2 minutes left, and I don't think I'd be able to end the stream on time if I do one more bout. Personally, I think anybody who popped in while I was streaming, and Jackal, thanks for attending. Zeria, sorry that you didn't make it, bud, and if you're watching this later on YouTube, thanks for watching. Everybody, peace out.